Roma area that I like to go to. The cartel's still moving, quite a few people across. We have to respect the National Guard because when they have these people in detention, we cannot talk to them. If any of you guys are bilingual, it's a really good time to ask them some questions. The questions that I like to ask these folks, I want to know if their whole family unit made it here safe. Because when they're coming through Panama, they've been murdering women, raping women. The intel that we can get with a group this big is absolutely amazing.
That's true for me, and I told it's a key. You ask them if your family over here.
Sure, and I always ask Donde Eres, where they all coming from?
De
Donde Eres, yep. And so we'll find out, hey, I'm broken Spanish. I was the guy that sat out in the hallway in my Spanish class. I went into Miss Nutson's class and they go, Mike, say this to the teacher. Well, it didn't go so well because I didn't know what I was saying, but it wasn't pleasant enough for me to stay in the classroom. Yeah, they taught me that stuff. That was my early Spanish days. So where we are is, I'm thinking about doing La Jolla. I want to take you guys to where they actually had caught a woman that had multiple warrants for her arrest. They were running into the people's backyards. I want you guys to see the amount of medicine that's being laid around these ball fields. So what I would like everybody to do, I'm going to send the pin drop to one person. And then you guys find the next person that's around you that's going to be driving and you give them the pin drop.
Well, how many people we have that are driving together?
I know I'm going to be.
So
and then my security team's going to be driving with us as well.
Frank is also driving the truck. Frank.
Yep.
Okay, so you really need you and her.
Yep.
And do we have enough seats then for everybody?
So this is going to sound really odd. I'm going to have you guys follow me to my hotel. I have some state-of-the-art equipment that I think it would pay to go to get it. I have a $4,000 thermal camera that each one of you guys can take a chance to look through it. Because if the cartel's on the other side, I've actually got video of them postured in the trees with AK-47s. And actually, one of the videos shows the deceased body on the ground, and that was here in Roma. And that person was taken probably around 2 o'clock in the morning, presumably
so
dead.
they have collision pumps or just the short AKs?
I'm sure they got a combination of all of those. Yeah, some of the weapons that we've seen are not even American made or in Mexico, they're from other countries, is what I was told. And those are the ones they're stashing
I
on
was
our
just
side.
wondering if they had any sniper rifles, any of the long collision pumps.
Yeah, I hadn't seen those, but they will watch us with thermals. So when we're looking with our thermals, they'll have handhelds. So if you're looking and you start seeing lights popping up, that's probably a really good indication you need to be somewhere safer than where you're standing. It's very, very important that you guys don't put yourself in the wide open. Okay, I mean, there's going to be areas where we're walking down where we will be wide open, but I'll take me and my security team down first. We're going to make sure it's going to be safe to go down there and do that. I'm going to have a discussion with the Border Patrol and the National Guard because safety is the #1 priority doing this. Because I just want everybody to know this is not going to the zoo. This is an area where they have shot at our Border Patrol. They have murdered some of our Department of Public Safety officials here in Texas. But I want you guys to know that I am blessed to have a group this big, putting trust in me and my team to go down and see what we're doing, because this is what it's about. We are the few that showed up today. And I would really like to get everybody on film that said we all stand together, and tonight we showed up. And that message needs to be blown out every stream across America, because the reality is people know you, sir. And you're a very well-respected person in our military, and I'm honored you're joining me tonight.
But let me just ask you one question here for going out here.
Yes.
We should know who has what weapons, how many, and how many rounds we have. So
yeah, I'm going to have a Glock 380 with a full clip. I believe you get 10 in that Glock. Okay. Those guys actually have a 5.56, 9s. I mean, they are fully loaded. 45?
I have a 45 with 10 rounds, didn't put one in the chamber.
And I want everybody to know, if anything were to happen to me and you guys need to protect yourself, I'm going to have my weapon inside on this side, on my right-hand side. Just raise my shirt up, grab the weapon, because I'm already down. Take that weapon and use it.
Mine as well is on the right side here.
Yep.
Mine's right back here.
Yep.
And I got a pocket one in my right pocket.
And I want you guys to pay attention to that, where everybody has it, because if in the event you have to protect yourself, yes.
Does anybody have extra magazines or just have a magazine?
I just have a magazine.
I didn't bring them on.
Okay, so we're basically limited to what we got.
Yeah, just limited. We should be good enough to get out by then. And the only reason I picked life is the general always has a lot of security, so I didn't bring much with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're good. We need to make sure, though, that when we set up the teams as they're going down, that we don't just put all the armed guys in one time and all the unarmed guys.
Yeah, no. This is exactly how I want this to be. I want the team to go down. We're going to have security going down in front, and we will have security in the back. Okay. The people that are going to be up on top, you're going to have Border Patrol watching you. You're fine there. Everybody can congregate, watch what's happening. What I'm hoping that we're going to see tonight is a large group coming through Roma. We've had as many as 200 people. I want you guys to see firsthand what we're experiencing every
So we're going to La
single night.
Jolla first, and then we're going to make the long haul up to Roma.
To
Or we're
Roma.
going to Roma though first, and then coming back to La Jolla.
Roma's not going to get action it's not going to see real action until 11 p.m.
Okay.
to 3 a.m. So this could be a really long night for us. But the reality of this is if we can get anybody telling us how they're getting here, that's a really big thing that needs to be asked if anybody's got good Spanish. Because what I'm seeing is they're flying in on a dual ticket. So it's like if we were to go on vacation as a group and we're flying to 2 locations, they take the first location, then they get on this bus. When they get on the bus, the cartel owns them at that point. And this is what becomes really dangerous for them. There's a gap from Panama that comes down where I just got from the NGO saying that they're being raped, they're being murdered, their kids are being kidnapped. It's very important to ask those questions. Did you lose anybody on the trip? Did you witness any death? So we can kind of get a number ourselves, because this is what the federal government's not talking about. This is what we need to expose and explode. Seriously. The other one is, if you see a child lifeless, right? Ask them, did they give them a tablet or did they get an inoculation? Because I want to get an idea, like how many of these kids are they actually given inoculation? So I don't know if you guys all know Dr. Mark Sherwood. He's running for governor of Oklahoma. He's a great friend of mine. And he said the reason Zoloft's considered a drug is because it has a lethal amount that you can give. We're talking kids this big being given full-size, adult-size tablets of this stuff. And if I were to hold this child, I could wiggle them like this and their little arms and legs are lifeless. I mean, I imagine it's just their heart and their lungs are operating. And they do this because they don't want the kids making noise, because they don't want us to know where the families are lining up. But my optic that I'm using, I know it's a headache to have to go to my hotel. I actually made a mistake and booked my team here, and I was supposed to be here, but I'm at another place because the blocks got taken. But this optic's going to give us a hedge up on it.
Let me ask you something. Should we wait here while you run and get
I can
it?
run and go do that. Yeah, I can be
Because it
back.
might be hard to get the whole group to
You-
go.
Yeah.
And that way we can figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that'd
can
be
get details
way,
while you're-
way better.
And then you can be quicker.
Let me say one thing. When we're planning this, we've got another important event that we got to be there in the morning.
Yes.
By 10 o'clock. So if we can get home in the 1 o'clock before 3 o'clock.
There you go,
timeframe,
yes.
You can plan it that way.
I
that would
think
be
we're
good.
going to see something between in there. Even if it's small groups, whatnot, you're going to see where it's happening in the areas. I mean, you're driving through what is a normal family residence of homes, right? This is where
It's all up on a bluff.
Yes.
It's all up. It's high up on a bluff, and but you can go there and you can overlook it. You see them coming across on the rafts. You're talking about Roma.
Yeah, Roma, you can do
There's
that.
no
Well,
snipers?
Roma, I'm taking you guys onto a private land, which I got access to go to, because I'm actually credentialed. So when I show my credentials, I'm
East or
actually
west of the town. There you go.
We're right in the middle, because I'm taking you guys to the port of entry first, and that is right in the
Yeah,
middle.
it's right in the middle. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to
There's no
take you
snipers
down.
right in that area?
There's no snipers in that area.
Yeah,
Fronton's when the snipers are. I'm not taking you guys there.
Where the snipers down is Replicate Lookout there. They're across there. We're kind of an island there.
Yep.
They control that whole coast there. They have a little launch pad, so they're probably from where he's taking us. I'm going to say 200 yards, upstream.
Yep. And I have a thermal drone. If I get permission from them, we can fly the drone up. Here's what I want to use it for tonight, is the people are a deterrent. And most people that have come down don't really understand what's happening. When they overwhelm our Border Patrol staff and our DPS with so many people, they can move the drugs on another side of the river. It's not uncommon to hear all the people crossing and then plant. You hear them running across the river on the other side moving stuff. And then you hear a truck fire up and they're out of there like crazy.
So are we able to catch these people? Or
You can't touch them.
Okay.
We would, if
This is
I
a
asked
photo
this question.
safari.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
fire the
Yeah,
farm.
you're not getting.
I'm the guy, I love to do it, but I was told by the chief of Border Patrol, if I laid my hands on that individual, I'm going to get assault charges. If I citizen arrest them for crimes against humanity, I will be the one that gets punished. I'll get treated that way.
Okay,
That's ridiculous.
let's get on with it.
Okay, and if you guys don't mind, you guys
Yeah.
can visit. I'm going to run and go get my stuff, and I'll be right back.
for
I
sure.
come with you.
Huh? You want to come with me? No, very good.
Hey, Mike,
That's okay. I'm running to my place.
Does anybody
Okay, I'll be
have?
right back.
This is Stan Fitzgerald with Veterans for America First. Mallory Staples, Georgia Congressional Candidate, District 6, is one of our endorsed candidates. Admiral Kubic has personally endorsed her as well. He is leading us out on a nighttime tour of the border. And as you heard from the briefing, this is extremely dangerous. And Mallory is willing to take this risk for the country to understand firsthand what is going on at the border. We are told nighttime is when all the activity occurs.